Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2 as the Emperor of the Chota Kingdom, Chota Empire, dang it. So, it's been a few days since I recorded, so I spent a little bit of time before the video kind of familiarizing myself with the situation. I didn't do anything aside from dismiss some things up here, but I did notice some interesting things. So, while I was looking here at the weak claims, I noticed that I remembered that there was still this holding here that is the Sripatha holding in here that is not a part of our kingdom. Remember, it was part of the Pratihara kingdom, and Pratihara went away, but we never bothered to take that back. So just on a lark, I said, well, I wonder if he'd take vassalization. And because of the fact that he is so far below us and he knows his position, he will take vassalization. So we're going to go ahead and vassalize him. And that's just going to give us, you know, an extra city there. Cool. Other things that I did notice was, when I was looking here at righteous imprisonment, I noticed this guy right here. He doesn't like us too much. And he could potentially be a thorn in the side of our heir. So, because he's ambitious. So he doesn't like us because, well, our domain's too big. That's only 10. Medium crown authority, whatever. But he's ambitious, he's envious, and he desires the kingdom of Kosala. So I'm thinking we probably actually want to try and imprison that guy. How big is his army right now? Is what I'm wondering. Just take a look. Are we his liege? We are his direct liege. This is the Hai Haya Raj. He has 2.4k troops. Alright. Alright. Okay, so why don't we move our retinue up here? And then once it gets up there, we'll go ahead and try to imprison him and see what happens. If the imprisonment works and we actually catch him, then we have the option of we can leave him in prison until he dies. Or we could ransom him out to get some money. But as you can see, we're looking pretty good on money. I think I would kind of lean towards just leaving him in prison, because he can't really cause us much problems in prison. And his son... Where's his son? Wait, maybe that's the wrong Raj. Oh, that's him. Okay. His son is very young and doesn't seem to be ambitious, so maybe we can work with him a little bit better. So that's kind of my thinking on that. Now, we could form the empire up here, but if you recall, we're waiting until he passes, and then we'll form the empire with our successors so that we have more time to we'll be able to successfully navigate a law change. To that end, I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the business focus. I don't think it's going to lower our stewardship to the point where we're going to lose domain size, and if we do, you know, so be it. But the main reason we're doing that is so that we can maybe get him stressed, so that he'll go ahead and kick off. But we'll see. I don't know, maybe kind of hard to stress him. I do know that in our last video we accepted a marriage here. So actually the Maharaja of Maharashtra, who is 64, is our son-in-law, which is pretty weird. Our hope was kind of that once this guy dies, we could do a subjugation war for Rashtrakuta, and maybe he wouldn't come in, but there's a pretty good chance that this guy's going to die before our guy dies. So we'll see. Okay, well, let's just set everything in motion. Okay, so this is going to be our heir. Vakpati asked me for a fief of his own to govern, and as I mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of giving fiefs to your heirs, because even though it does give them very good prestige, once they're out of your direct control, once they have their own fief, you know, you cannot control, like, you know, basically he's going to get a bunch of concubines that I'm not going to want him to have, probably. And So I just don't want that to happen. So instead, we're going to diplomatically refuse. Now, if we were, say, maybe if we were in, I don't know, even if we were in a Christian country here, I'm still not sure if I would do it because, well, maybe since he's so old. But your worst nightmare is to give land to, give land to your son, and then you live so long that he has kids and he raises them the wrong way, and yeah, it's bad mojo. Okay, we will diplomatically refuse. He will be angry, but he will get over it, I believe. Okay, so he did swear fealty. Very good. Very good. So that just really it doesn't do much of anything. It just, I don't know. It's just something we probably should have done a really, really long time ago and never bothered with it. Got a lot of gold. I do want to keep a little bit more gold than normal probably around since we're thinking that a succession is likely to happen soon, but we could still do a few upgrades around here, I'm thinking. So let's do a castle town here and maybe one more castle town. Yeah, let's do one more castle town. So, I like to invest in castle towns. Generally, unless I'm in a situation where I really need the troops, I think that it's better to invest in the money, getting the money back, than it is to invest in the troops. So I will make my grandson a commander. Okay, so it looks like we went to the wrong place. Okay, so back up one there, son. All right, what's this? Arranged marriage from Singana Rashtrakuta. Who is this? Ah, right here. Okay. He wants. So this is his son, who is actually the heir to the kingdom. Very odd. And he wants to marry my daughter. So that would make that's pretty funny. That would make father and son brothers-in-law. Okay. We've already kind of signed up to be allied with these guys, so why don't we just go ahead and do it? Let's just do it. Do it to it. No problemo. And that way, when that guy does die, we're still going to be allied to them. Okay, so now we have arrived. Let's go ahead and see about imprisoning this guy. Ideally, I don't think we want to catch him. I think we would rather him to escape and raise up in rebellion so that we can seize his title, his Raja level title, and give it to somebody else who is not ambitious and likes us a bit more. So here we go. Boop. Okay, so he did raise his flag in rebellion. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so he already had his troops up here, it looks like. I mean, I'm not really sure what he's planning on doing, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna split. Actually, how many do I need here? Ooh, wow, a lot. Okay, tell you what. So here we only need about 800. Here we need about 1,200. So we need the most here. Why don't we? This is my thinking. I'm going to leave about 2,000. That's perfect. There. I'm going to send a big blob here, and then we'll send just enough to cover this up. We're going to leave the majority of the troops here in Kalinjara. That way, whichever direction he decides that he wants to come, if he does want to come, we can reinforce. He may just decide that he wants to siege out some stuff. I'm not really sure. If he decides that he wants to siege, well then we let him siege. We just take over his stuff. It's no big deal. So, okay, we're going to crush a few of his troops. Starting to think Bhavanga or Bhavanaga. My daughter-in-law. Okay. who's married to my son here. Well, that would really piss him off, wouldn't it? Is starting to fancy me. We can make a move, or we can say she's not my type. I'm not too worried about the prestige at this point, so let's just let that go. Let's be a good dad, okay? All right, so we need about 1,200 here. So let's make a new unit of probably a little bit more than that. Yeah, 1,550 sounds legit. Move them over there. Looks like he's going to sit up here until he finishes his siege, and then he's going to do something. We'll see what he does. My wife, Samrajini Asali, has asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers, whom she finds mighty annoying. On one hand, Asali might not be happy if I refuse her request, but if I fire the annoying man, many people will feel my wife has too much influence over my actions. So, if we fire this guy who is our spy master, right? So that we would be firing Thakur. What? Strange. Normally I basically always do this, especially now. I mean, we don't care if we have any more kids with her, to be honest. So let's just tell her to stay out of it. She likes us a lot anyways, so. What? Another marriage? Another prince of Maharashtra wanting to marry my daughter. Well, this is, I mean, the way that I kind of look at this is like this, guys. It's going to really give us some good marriage ties to Maharashtra, you know. Now, eventually it is going to come to the point where we're going to have to take them over. But if we can avoid conflict with them while we deal with everybody else, then I think it's a good thing. So let's just do it. Let's do it. Do it to it. So we've got a lot of ties with Maharashtra. Okay, so it looks like he'll be finishing his siege fairly quickly. Let's see what he does. And imagine, I don't know if he'll attack anywhere. If he does, he'll probably go over here to Gurgi. Okay, what just happened? Okay, so he won his war, it looks like, maybe. I don't know. But his troops, where did his troops go? Did they all stand down? I don't know. Let's go down to speed 3, just in case some shenanigans happen. And we should be able to see them. It's just like they suddenly disappeared. Does he still have troops? Where are they? I don't know. Okay, so it looks like we've got some a little bit of looters up there, but I'm sure that my vassal can take care of that. Well, that's unfortunate for him. If that just, the way that worked is when they finished that war, it just automatically sent his troops back home because he can't raise them now. So yeah, we're just gonna take him over pretty fast. Let's just go up to speed 4. I don't think anything is gonna go too pear-shaped with this conquest. Whoa! What? Wait! What? What just happened? What just happened here? He got a victory for something. Maybe it was up here. Yeah, we might have got a victory for the looters. But we weren't even controlling the army. It was one of our vassals doing his duty, I might add. So, Lakshmana is complaining about his dark cell. Well, you know, Lakshmana, I'm sorry. Wonder if we could ransom him out. Nope. Wait a second. Who is this guy? We can get 0.3 gold. Nah, let him rot. Not worth messing with, I don't guess. Well, I thought Raj Kumar Ayas to be more reasonable. His request to be allowed to duel his rival was slightly erratic. Well, who's his rival? I wish it would tell you who the rival is, you know? So we could, you know, we could banish this guy. We could disallow it, which would piss him off. We could also allow the duel. We would lose 20 purity because it violates ahimsa, But I think we're going to disallow it. We're gonna stick to the Ahimsa code. At this point in our life, we're a little old, and we're trying to make amends for a life of conquest and looting and things like that. Thakurani Pratha of Kalanjara. I bet we can ransom her. I bet you. Oh yeah, we got a ton of people. We're gonna wait till after the war to ransom them. Actually, after the war, we might not be able to ransom them. Can we ransom anybody right now? Who is this? We ransom him for 10. Yeah, we got a few people we can ransom. 26. The 10. That's her Pratha. 10. Must be his mom or something. Let's go for the 26 first. We might lose a little war score, but it's not going to matter. I'd rather have the money. And what's this? He's managed to sow distrust between... Oh, well, let's stop that. That's old strategy. So we were trying to sow dissent, I think, over here. So instead now, let's... You know what? Let's go back to fabricating claims. Let's fabricate a claim right there. Also, we're building a spy network in Ramagiri. Instead, I think we're going to go back to trying to snoop up some technology. Yeah. Completely forgot about that. It's something that I do fairly often whenever we have a war or we're trying to do something and then we achieve our goal. But we achieve our goal, but then I don't, we end the video for some reason. Alright. Well, let's just see who's next. Okay, good. Another siege down. Another prisoner ransomed. Okay. Keeping on, keeping on. And the rest of them will sit in prison until the end of the war, and then we'll probably just release them. That's normally what I do. We're not Norse. We don't need to keep people around for blood. So, all right. Looks like one of our sieges is completely done. I think it's this one. Yeah. So let's just move these guys up to there. Okay. We don't need this. Bye-bye. Looks like we could invest a little bit more into our kingdom. We're making money hand over fist. Okay. We can't do a castle town there. Not there either. What about Kataka? No. This really long name? No. Okay. Okay. So instead, let's go back here and make sure... Okay, we've done a lot of upgrading there. Kind of the same thing there. I want to get the cheaper stuff out of the way first. Cheaper. Alright, let's do a militia training ground there. And then maybe here in Vardamana. Let's do nothing. Actually, no, we'll do a barracks. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So as we build up these things in our personal domain, it's definitely going to start making our own levies go up higher and higher, which is good. Okay. Another siege down. Is there anybody else that we could ransom? I don't think there was. Yeah, it looks like we're out of people to ransom. Okay. What are we making right now? Not making too much right now. I guess we accruing money from sieges. We're also accruing money from hostages, things like that. So. Damn, that place had a lot of holdings. You'd think we would already be sieged through it. Shouldn't be long now, though. We'll probably, maybe one more siege, maybe two. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, so we are done there. Who is this? My granddaughter. Could I educate her? I can. Okay, good. We like to educate our grandkids. Gives us something to do in our old age. Okay, so we enforce our demands. Now he is in jail. But since he rebelled against us, we can revoke his Raja title. So we're going to do that. Boom. Now he's a count. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to give that Raja level title to somebody else. And then we don't have to worry about that guy, how he feels about us. So what is the Raj? Raj of that one. Jejaka. So it's these 3 counties. So let's see if either of these guys would be good. Nah, I don't know about him. I don't know about him either. We could give it to somebody outside of the Raj. It's true. Would make that Raj a little bit stronger. We could use it to weaken a large Raj. Like pull somebody out of a larger Raj. So if we look at our realm tree, looks like the largest Raj is Jaskarn Raj, which is right up here. Second largest is Badi Raj. Yeah, he's a double Raj. And he's also the heir to a 3rd Raj. Whew. This guy, Kanyak Kubja, which is right there. Okay, we could pull like Kalpi here. This guy. Yeah, he's even content. And what that'll do when we give him that Raj title, it's since you can't have a Raj under a Raj, it will basically flip this county over to here. And he'll grow weaker because of it. So, and boom. So now that guy is a Raja. And it should, if we look again at the realm tree, yeah, you can see that weakened him. That weakened him, I think. Maybe not so much, but whatever. Whatever. So this guy's going to love us now, and we don't have to deal with this dude anymore. We could leave him in prison. We could also, yeah, we're gonna ransom him. Yeah, there we go. That's the idea. Because we don't have to worry about him hating us. It's no big deal. You want to marry another one of my daughters? Are you serious? Man, he's got a lot of sons. You know, I have a lot of daughters. So, who's this? Sure. Are you a prince? You are a prince. Okay, it's fine. Man, they can't get enough of our family line. Okay, well let's stop the video there, and we'll put a cut in next video. Get everybody back together. Then I'm not really too sure what's gonna happen. We changed our focus. Nothing's really came of that yet. We really don't need to attack Paula anymore because we can form the empire. I mean, we could still attack Paula to take more territory. We'd like to get a hold of Munda here. Unfortunately, he will not accept vassalization. Yeah, we're not even under a truce with this guy anymore, so we could definitely declare on him. Yeah, we might do that next video. Even though we don't need the land for the for the empire. I mean, we're gonna wanna we need it for becoming Samrat Chakravartin. So. Alright, well, that'll be what we'll do in the next video then. So, thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.